So far in 2019, there have been 22 school shootings in the U.S. in which somebody was hurt or killed.
37 of 50 states do not require a waiting period to purchase a firearm.
100 Americans are killed with guns every day, adding up to about 36,000 gun-related deaths a year.
Americans make up 4% of the world's population, but own about 46% of the entire global stock of firearms.
393 million guns are distributed among 50 million households in the U.S.
I was in my class and I was really scared because I never had to deal with a gun threat before. I know people say it's always for protection. People always say, oh, I know how to use it and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, I get that, but that still doesn't mean you're qualified to bring a gun. Having guns on campus is like I feel like that's a bad thing in itself, you know? I would not feel safer if the school had like guns for the teachers because a teacher could make a joke about that, and that's not something that should be joked about.
All I remember is getting a notice saying that we weren't coming to school. So they already know the drill. They know exactly what to do. You know, it's not new. I mean, it produces anxiety, and I am fearful in a way because mostly my mind's working. Like, what do I do if? What do I do if? What do I do if somebody comes up to the window? What do I do if somebody comes up to the door? What do I do? You know, so my brain's just working. I did not become a police officer. Okay, I became a teacher. I don't ever intend to or expect to have to carry a weapon at my job. I mean, I think that changing gun laws would make America safer, in my opinion. I don't think it's the only thing. I don't think will completely solve the problem. It certainly wouldn't do it overnight, but it will help the problem.
You know, when stuff goes on, I'm sort of more just business. Let's get everything safe. Let's get the doors locked. Get everybody, make sure everybody's safe. It's only later that I really get affected. Like, you know, later on in the day, you know, I actually started crying a little bit. You know, just your imagination starts taking over. You know, and you start thinking of, well, what could have happened? What would happen? What would I do if somebody actually came in here shooting people? You know. And when I start thinking of that, I start thinking of my students and that somebody would want to kill them. And the last thing you want in a classroom is a gun. You know, when the teacher has lost control or one of the students has, you know. I mean, a gun present in your house makes your house, you know, 9-10 times, you know, greater chance that there's going to be somebody shot in that house. Put a gun in a classroom, and I'm sure the chances somebody's going to get shot in that classroom go up by 10 times as much. I'd love to see, no assault weapons available to anybody unless they are licensed and approved and trained people. I think that would make me feel a lot safer if assault weapons weren't out there.
It's important for us to be able to have the best tools to keep ourselves and the community safe, and if the bad guys have guns, we should also have guns to be able to protect ourselves and the community. I think probably the most important tool that we have is our mouth and our ability to communicate and our ability to de-escalate a situation. That's our most important tool, or most important weapon, okay? And we're taught from the beginning of the police academy through our entire careers, through continuing training, to try and de-escalate situations. If a person presents a firearm and I perceive it as a threat to me, it's going to be a very quick decision for me to take my firearm out and engage that person to protect myself. I'm going to use everything within my means to protect myself. And if somebody presents a firearm to me, I'm gonna shoot them first.
Are we next?